Going live, 3, 2, 1. All right, good morning and welcome to yet another episode of the Science Brainwave. And of course, as we always do it every weekend, every Saturday, once it's 11:05 a.m., we step out and we lead you through the world of science. And of course, this is powered by DNA Learning Center Nigeria, Godfrey Okoye University, right here in partnership with Godfrey Okoye University Radio. My name is Chikizie Omwona, and if you're joining us from any part of Enugu, of course, you are hooked on to 106.9 FM Go Uni Radio. And if you're joining us from any part of the world, all you need to do is just to stay glued to your phone or to your TV or to your system, and wherever we are watching from. If you're watching us on YouTube or watching us on Facebook, just stay hooked on, and then remember that the Science Brainwave is where we talk about a lot of issues concerning science development in Nigeria. And of course, you stand the chance of winning big by answering our science questions. Pick randomly from questions 1 to 50 and answer 5 correctly and stand the chance of winning big. And today we are celebrating something incredible. It's been a very wonderful month, and of course we are tilting down to the end of the month, today being the 30th of August 2025. And we're gradually coming to the end of the month. However, the month is ending tomorrow, 31st August. And I have in the studio my boss, my Ogade top, Mr. Victor Abaa, who is the lab manager for CEDFOCI, DNA Learning Center Nigeria, who has always been here with us. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for having me, Chikizie.
All right, today we'll be talking about our just concluded summer professional program, and it was incredible. Like, we had a very tight and exciting 2 weeks, having students, potential scientists coming together and learning hands-on. It was practically hands-on, and it was 2 weeks of excitement. And of course, if you've been following us on all platforms for the past 1 week, we've been spotlighting some of these students who have actually been telling their story, and of course you will know that it wasn't just that kind of program. It was an exciting one, and it's an eye-opener, and of course it's pushing. We've just produced the next level, the next breed of scientists. So today we'll be talking about our summer professional program and how it went. And of course the lines are open. You can call us this morning on 08188881069. I repeat, 08188881069 or 08076246701. I repeat, 08076246701. If you're watching us online, the phone lines are on your screen. And for now, let's just talk about our summer professional program. Okay, Mr. Victor, I want to ask you, what were the key highlights of the recent concluded summer professional program, and how do you measure its success? Because you were, in fact, you are a cardinal part of it. You are part of the instructors, the planning, the execution. So can you just share with us what were the key highlights of the program?
The key highlights basically was these students who just graduated, so they're no longer students basically. They graduated, and now they got to experience everything they may have done in their undergraduate on theoretically. They get to do it hands-on. That means they practically experience advanced technical skills in the molecular lab. We incorporated both biochemistry, microbiology into their activities so that they could see extensively how to translate that knowledge into problem-solving skills within the lab. They got to see firsthand how you can isolate and extract the DNA, how you can purify the DNA, how you can visualize it, how you can stain. They got to see fungi grow in the lab, like they grew it themselves, right? They got to see it grow. They got to be able to differentiate different fungi. They got to see how careful to be in the lab. So the highlight was science coming to life for these for the participants. Like, they get to see everything they've talked about, things they may have done not extensively in the lab in their undergraduate course, but they get to do it by themselves. Okay, no one's doing it for them and telling them this is how it is. No, they see it firsthand. I think some who did the microscopy, who got to grow different bacteria and then got to view it under the microscope, got to see what's at stake in the lab. Some of them had to grow bacteria, and then their media plates were contaminated, and they got to see contaminations grow despite what they were trying to isolate. So getting real life understanding of what's at stake in the science world, getting real life technical know-how, seeing the tools that they can use to actually solve real problems, right? Being able to isolate DNA, being able to run PCR. They get to see what they can contribute to the agricultural sector. They get to see what they can contribute to the pharmaceutical sector. I mean, you name it. You know, we're talking about developing vaccines in Nigeria. They got to do this hands-on by themselves and see, okay, now the science that I've talked about the past 4 years or thereabouts theoretically, I can see exactly how to solve problems in real life through this hands-on training.
All right, and then it was very exciting. With time, we'll be sharing highlights, picture highlights, if you're joining us online, on what happened within this past 2 weeks. Okay, Mr. Victor, can you share a specific success story from a participant that exemplifies the impact of the course? Because I saw because I watched you, I saw how you engaged them, I saw how exciting your class more especially was. Even our deputy director, I saw how exciting his class was. So can you just share a specific success story from a participant that you noticed that exemplifies the impact of this success course?
Okay, where do I start? Who do I pick? Because I had a good number of them who have even reached out post the training to talk about the impact, the difference it's made for them. A good number of them now see clearly what they want to do in the future. Because then you're thinking, okay, I studied biochemistry. Do I want to do medical biology, medical biochemistry? Do I want to go into food, plants, and all of that? But getting their hands on, they got to experience what really piqued their interest. So that's a huge, massive success story, right? I had this particular guy who was we grew a bond during the training, actually, because he was fascinated by the worlds of enzymes, which was one of the courses that I was an instructor on. And he got to see firsthand the interaction of enzymes on the liver. We got livers and we gave it out to the students, and we asked them to carry out different experiments to see how enzymes within the liver helps to protect human beings from toxicity. One of those examples is hydrogen peroxide. And then you get to see enzymes break down hydrogen peroxide down to water and oxygen. And you can see exactly what it takes to keep someone healthy, what it takes to maintain the body system, to keep them fine, and to keep the body going, basically. So having that experience tells him, okay, the science we talk about, we're not just talking about it. There are real life implications for clinical biochemistry and its applications. I'm using tools in molecular biology in clinical biochemistry, basically. So yes, for him, it was a big success story, and he could clearly see what he wants to do in the future. He's not confused. He knows what to do in his postgraduate studies. He knows what he wants to go into, the research he wants to dive into. Another one saw all of this and said, okay, he would like to explore the medical field. Like, he wants to combine molecular biology with being a medical doctor, so that he can kind of like be that scientist who is giving real-time solutions in hospitals and in the clinical field.
All right, and that was awesome. So if you are just watching us on Facebook, actually you need to join us on Facebook right now, on YouTube at DNALC Nigeria, and see us highlighting these pictures. It was an incredible 2 weeks. Okay, Mr. Victor, I want to ask you this. How did hands-on approach and curriculum design contribute to the participants' learning experience? Because I can remember, kudos, big ups to the Director of Training and Workshop, Ms. Florence Mbodile, who took her time to articulate this, and of course, with assistance from you and from the deputy director and every other person involved, but it took a lot of leadership from her to get this thing done. But before you answer that question, we need to answer the score. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Comfy, I'm calling from Onitsha.
Okay, Comfy, how are you? Hope you're doing good this beautiful Saturday morning. Can you hear me?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Hope you're doing good this Saturday morning.
Yes.
All right, so what you're going to do for us now is you have to pick randomly from questions 1 to 50 and then answer each question. You have 2 seconds to answer each question. Answer 5 correctly and then you stand the chance of winning the grand prize today. Are you ready?
Okay.
You say your name is Confidence, right? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you just tell us your name again?
Kosi.
Kosi, so, oh, Kosi. All right, Kosi. Now, we begin. Questions what? What question are you picking?
Number 5.
Question number 5.
Yes.
All right, Kosi, so I hope you're listening. Which of the following groups is the most advanced? Which of the following groups is the most advanced? A, the pteridophytes, B, the bryophytes, C, the gymnosperms, and D, the angiosperms.
Please, can you repeat the question?
Which of the following groups is the most advanced? The pteridophytes, the bryophytes, the gymnosperms, and the angiosperms.
A, pteridophyte.
No, you got that wrong. The answer is D, the angiosperms.
Okay.
All right, you have 3 more questions to go, Kosi. Carry on.
Number 10.
Number 10. All right.
Okay, question number 10. A bacteria that is spherically shaped is called A Diplobacillus, C, a coccus, B, a bacillus, D, a fibrio. Kosi, did you hear the question?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay. A bacteria that is spherically shaped is called Diplobacillus, B, coccus, C, bacillus, D, vibrio.
B.
B, coccus, that is absolutely correct.
All right, Kosi, you have 2 more questions to go, Kosi.
Okay. Number 7.
Okay, question number 7. So question number 7, here we go. The oxygen given up during photosynthesis is derived from A, sunlight, B, chlorophyll, C, carbon dioxide, D, water. Did you hear me?
The oxygen given out.
Yes, the oxygen given off during photosynthesis is derived from A, sunlight, B, chlorophyll, C, carbon dioxide, or D, water.
D.
D, water is absolutely correct.
All right, Kosi, you have 2 more questions to go. You can pick again.
Number 15.
Number 15.
Okay, question number 15. Here we go. The part of the mammalian heart that pumps blood into the aorta is A, right atrium, B, left ventricle, C, right ventricle, D, left atrium.
Because remember, you have 2 seconds.
The part of the mammalian heart that pumps blood.
Into the aorta,
Okay.
Is it the right?
Please,
Is it the right atrium? A, B, left ventricle, C, right ventricle, D, left atrium.
D.
No, it's not the left atrium. It's B, the left ventricle.
All right, you have one more chance to go, Kosi. Just one more question, and then you're done for your five questions.
Okay. 17.
Question 17. All right. The primary source of energy for Earth's ecosystem is A. Decomposers, B. Consumers, C. Sunlight, D. Producers.
The primary source of energy.
Yes, for the Earth's ecosystem.
Okay. Options.
A. Decomposers, B. Consumers, C. Sunlight, D. Producers.
C. Sunlight.
That is absolutely correct.
All right, Kosi, thank you so much. You answered 5 questions, you got 3 correctly, and you got 2 wrongly. So let's just hope someone doesn't beat you today. All right, thank you so much for participating, and have a beautiful Saturday.
Okay, please.
All right, if you're still just joining us, this is the Science Brainwave right here on 106.9 FM Go Uni Radio. And of course, this is powered by DNALC Learning Center, Nigeria. And remember, you can always call to be part of the quiz competition. Remember, you have to pick randomly from questions 1 to 50, answer 5 correctly under 2 seconds per question, and stand the chance of winning big. And already we have our first caller. So back to what we were talking about, Mr. Victor. We were talking about our just concluded summer professional program, and then I was asking you, how did the hands-on approach and curriculum design contribute to the participants' learning experience?
Okay, one, we've already talked about it before. We say translating theory to practical knowledge. Secondly, we talk about building muscle memory. Now, there are things once you do, your memory is stronger because you've done them before. So you build muscle memory for things like pipetting, which is one of the things we train people on how to use the micro pipettes. And we know there are technical skills that are needed to handle the micro pipette. And by the time you do such work, your muscles are familiar with it. And you get to practice. It improves your accuracy, it improves your speed, and it makes your result much more trustworthy because now even your muscles are familiar with doing the job. Another thing is we normally say we retain probably 10% of what we read. We retain basically about 30% of what we see. However, we're more likely to retain 80 to 90% of what we are involved in. So whatever you take part of, you retain it better. So the knowledge of everything they may know in science is strengthened. So most of these participants have strengthened their knowledge base of what they partook of in the past 2 weeks. Then we talk about developing problem-solving skills. One of the key areas we have in our program is bio-innovation. Now, bio-innovation is taking everything that they're being trained on, that they're learning, and trying to innovate solutions, right? We had about 4 groups. We even had a winner who took away cash prize during the training. So even our program, I mean, that's an upside.
Yeah,
we give out cash prizes to people who can solve problems using the knowledge, the hands-on knowledge they're gaining through the training. So you had people who talked about using things like cassava to deal with bioorganisms, right? We want to be able to use things that we have in abundance here to solve biological problems within our country, within our states, and not always have to rely on solutions coming from abroad. So most of the scientists were able to practice and take what they use and try to apply to solving problems, which is what we call bio-innovation, and also growing STEM businesses ideas. Now you can take what you're learning and think of scientific ideas that you can turn into a business, like biofuels, bioenergy, and so on and so forth. That, I mean, even growing agricultural products that are better yield, pest resistance. And these are bio-innovations that people who are trained see exactly how they can implement them in day-to-day lives to solve problems.
Of course, and that is what we stand for. It's not just about the book work. I can remember one of the participants when we were spotlighting him said one of the things that's true to him is about the fact that it's not about the book work. It's about you doing it and you're becoming a solution to the many issues bedeviling in Nigeria. And that is what DNALC Nigeria stands for. All right, we have another caller right now, and let's know who is on the line. Hello, good morning, and what's the name and where are you calling from?
Pascaline.
Hello?
Pascaline from Jimmy.
Yeah, Pascaline. Pascaline, how are you doing?
Yes. I'm fine.
All right, Pascaline, you know the drill. We have questions 1 to 50. Choose randomly, and I have 2 seconds.
Okay. I'll go for question 8.
Question what?
8.
Question 1.
8.
8.
Okay, question 8. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
All right. Question 8 goes, a plant that grows on another plant without causing harm is called a parasite, B, epiphyte, C, saprophyte, and D, predator.
A parasite.
No, that is wrong. We say it grows on another plant without causing harm. It's an epiphyte. A parasite would cause harm. It can cause diseases.
Okay. Number 11.
Okay, number 11. All right, question number 11. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, the flame cells are used for excretion in. I'll take it again. The flame cells are used for excretion in A.
What? Please, can you repeat this?
The flame, like burning, fire, flame.
Okay.
The flame cells are used for excretion in A, fluke, B, nematode, C, bacteria, D, volvox.
Please, this is what?
A, fluke, B, nematode, C, bacteria, D, volvox.
Nematode.
No,
the answer is A, fluke.
All right, Pascaline, you have 3 more questions to go. Let's just see. Let's just try your best.
Okay.
Pick randomly.
Number 18.
Question number 18. Okay, let's go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The process of shedding the exoskeleton in arthropods is called A, metamorphosis, B, molting, C, hibernation, D, camouflage. Come again?
Shedding of skeleton, right?
Yes, the shedding of the exoskeleton in arthropods.
Yes.
A, metamorphosis, B, molting, C, hibernation, D, camouflage.
Molting.
That is correct. B, molting. Absolutely correct.
All right, you have 2 more to go. We just hope you get the 2 right. You can pick again. 2 more to go.
Question 1.
Question 1.
Question number 1. Okay. So, here we go. An association between the root nodule of a leguminous plant and rhizobium species is known as, I'll take it again, an association between the root nodule of a leguminous plant and a rhizobium species is known as A, commensalism, B, mycorrhiza, C, parasitism, D, symbiosis.
Symbiosis.
That is absolutely correct, symbiosis.
All right, and your last attempt, your last question for this week.
19.
Question 19.
Question 19. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. The main excretory product in humans is, I'll take it again. The main excretory product in humans is A, uric acid, B, ammonia, C, urea, D, carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
No, that is wrong. The answer is urea.
Okay.
All right, Pascaline, thank you so much for trying this week. See, don't worry, next week you'll try again and then you'll stand the chance of winning. Just the way you won the last time. All right, thank you so much and have a beautiful Saturday. All right, that is quite interesting, and Pascaline has been a very consistent caller. All right, remember this is still the Science Brainwave right here on 106.9 FM Go Uni Radio, and remember how we also do it. We talk about issues, and then we also leave the lines open for you to answer questions. Today we have questions 1 to 50. Answer, call, answer, and stand the chance of winning big. Remember, you have 2 seconds to answer five questions. That's 2 seconds for each question, and then when you get all 5 correctly, you stand the chance of winning big. Remember, you can call us on 081-8888-1069. I repeat, 081-8888-1069 or 08076-246701. I repeat, 08076-246701. And if you're watching us live on Facebook, on YouTube, all you need to do is just pick the number on your screen and then call. Yes, we are still talking about the success of our... Oh, we have another caller on the line. All right. Hello, what's the name and where are you calling from?
Hello, I'm calling from I'm Sinaga.
You are Stella.
Hello?
You say your name is?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. What did you say your name is?
Your network is very bad. Help.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you just end the call and call back?
All right.
All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Vic, you've already talked about the feedback you've received and how encouraging it has been. Okay. Were there any unexpected outcomes or achievements from this year's program that stood out for you? Like you didn't see it coming, but it happened anyways.
Yeah, like the impact. Like a lot of students got so much confidence in their ability. I think it was a very huge boost for us. Now we had students who came in a little bit timid, a little bit afraid to touch equipment. Probably based on their background, they're not exposed to equipment. There's this fear of, in Nigeria we say break and pay, right? Yeah. So people don't want to touch things. People are afraid of being free in the laboratory. Like these kids have these issues where they feel I need to be careful. I don't want to break something. I don't want to do stuff. So, but at the end of the 2 weeks, they found out. I mean, playing with this stuff didn't mean they broke anything.
Yes.
It meant they got experience. It meant these things were user-friendly. These things weren't things that were as difficult as they thought they were.
Yes.
Yeah, you could handle a pipette. Some of them could use the pH meters. We had loads of equipment available to them. Many of them were so fascinated by the world of microscopy. They learned that just handling microscopes to do different things doesn't mean you're going to break it. I mean, they got to see how to... streak LP plates, they got to isolate DNA, they got to do PCR. Many of them saw like the blue subway line that is using DNA barcoding and the rest, and they were just thinking about it and they were like, okay, we have access to these things. And that experience, that exhilarating experience that I could actually do what I was taught theoretically, and it's not complicated, it's simple, they can actually achieve it. All of that was a huge success for us because they realized science isn't as far-fetched as they used to think.
All right. We've already seen how this thing is making impact on the students. I want to ask you this. Are there new courses or workshops that DNALC in Nigeria is planning to introduce in the coming years or even in the coming months? Because I know that we still have 4 months before the end of the year. And are there new courses we are going to introduce to build on the success of this summer professional course? Because I bet you people are looking out and a lot of people are already feeling missing out. Like they're feeling like I've missed that, but I believe that there will be another opportunity. So let's just talk about any new opportunities for people who out there are looking for ways to get this kind of skill.
Yes, so there are new stuff and then there are expansions to the old stuff. Like, I mean, you were there, you got to see people take professional development courses which we didn't have before. And this was all incorporated in. We got to link those who were part of the training to professionals in the United States. From our partners from Cold Spring Harbor, we had David, we had Professor George Day calling in, we had Dr. Chosen calling in from Arkansas, and we had to help them connect to network. Try to grow their network. That's something we haven't done before. We just did it now, and it's new, and it's something that people are now seeing. Okay, they are giving us opportunities to really spread our wings and fly. So we're not just learning the science, but you now have people who could write recommendation letters for you to study in the best labs across the country, across the world, not just within the country, and that's something new. Then we're expanding on our barcoding teaching classes. We're including a lot new ideas in bioinformatics, which is something to watch out for. We were just able to get our new Alienware computers that would allow people to handle like loads of data in terabytes. Okay, very large amount of data. So people have access to these things to train and see exactly how to work within the world of bioinformatics. Then whole genome sequencing. Now there are trainings on how to even walk around HID equipments, which we've just recently got from the United States, and it's undergoing installation, and we're building up all of that. So there are a whole lot of new stuff that is coming up that is adding to different programs, and our partners are so kind to help us subsidize a lot of what we do, so people have access to all these trainings. We're talking about STEM techniques as well, people who want to go into STEM businesses. So there are trainings that are going on showing unique scientific approaches to improving STEM businesses.
All right, unique scientific approaches in improving STEM businesses. I think that is actually the takeaway word from that. And I know just with what you've mentioned, there's a push on AI-driven biology into our programs for us people to understand that we're in the time of AI, whether we like it or not.
Yes.
We're in time of automation in every artificial intelligence, automation in every single thing. So I want to ask you this: how does DNALC in Nigeria plan to scale its impact, perhaps through online platforms? Are we planning on online platforms or partnerships with schools? Already we have partnership with schools and universities, but at least a lot of people will be like, I can't come down, perhaps due to distance, due to my kind of job, and are we assuring them, is there relative assurance that even if we don't have it now, but they should be rest assured that we're going to create a platform online for them to participate?
Yes. We're exploring all of that, but you can take the call.
All right. Good morning. And hello. What's your name and where are you calling from? You called again.
I'm Chinaza, calling from Ogidi.
Chinaza?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Chinaza, you know the drill. Okay, the drill is you pick randomly from questions 1 to 50 and answer 5 correctly. Remember, each question, you just have 2 seconds to get each question correctly. And if you answer the 5 questions correctly, you stand a chance of winning the grand prize for this week.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you can pick.
Number 21.
Number 21.
Okay. So question number 21. Are you ready, Chinaza?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the process by which water moves through a plant from roots to leaves. I'll take it again. The process by which water moves through a plant from roots to leaves is A, osmosis, B, transpiration, C, diffusion, and D, active transport.
Transpiration.
Transpiration is absolutely correct.
All right. You have 4 more to go, Chinaza.
Number 19.
Number 19 has been taken.
Okay. Number 30.
Okay, number 30. Question number 30.
Okay, question number 30. Chinaza, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The pH of a neutral solution is A, 0, B, 7, C, 14, D, 10.
7.
That is absolutely correct.
All right, Chinaza. You are hot this morning, no? You have 3 more to go.
Number 27.
Question number 27. All right, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The atomic number of an element is determined by the number of. I'll take it again. The atomic number of an element is determined by the number of A. Neutrons, B. Protons, C. Electrons, D. Nucleons.
Proton.
Protons. B is absolutely correct.
Wow, Chinaza, you are going. What's happening? You're hot this morning. All right, I have two more questions to go, and who knows, you will be our winner this week. Pick. You have two more. Just pick randomly.
Number 22.
Question number 22. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. The part of the flower that develops into the fruit is, I take it again. The part of the flower that develops into the part of a flower
Okay.
that develops into the fruit is A. Ovary, B. Stigma, C. Anther, D. Petal.
Ovary.
Ovary is absolutely correct.
Wow, Chinazai, we've answered 4 and you've answered 4 correctly. Now let's end it in a very, very exciting manner now. Now let's win it. Let's win it. Let's win it. Pick your last question, Chinaza.
Number 40.
Question number 40. Okay, let's go. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The process of adding oxygen to a substance is called, I'll take it again. The process of adding oxygen to a substance is called A. Reduction, B. Oxidation, C. Neutralization, and D. Precipitation.
Oxidation.
Oxidation, B is absolutely correct.
Wow, Chinaza, congratulations. You answered 5 and you got all 5 correctly. So let's just hope nobody beats your record today.
What did you say?
I say let's hope nobody beats your record today. Because as it stands now, you are our winner for today, as it stands now.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll contact you and have a beautiful Saturday.
Okay, thanks.
All right, if you're still joining us, this is the Science Brainwave right here on 106.9 FM going the radio, the heartbeat of dialogue, and it has been hot in the house. We have Chinaza, who is standing right now as our potential winner for the week. And I have in the studio Mr. Victor Abaa, who is my oga in the office, and he's the manager, CEDFOCI, DNA Learning Center Nigeria. We've been dissecting the successful summer professional program, and we've talked about a whole lot on it and how far we went with the students and how great it's been for them. All right, we're gonna take this caller and we'll come back and discuss further on it. Hello. Oh, we lost the caller. We lost the caller. All right, Savik, I want to ask us this, the thing about us, DNA Learning Center. Mm-hmm. I mean, do we have, are we, because certainly we are community-based and mm-hmm. we exist in the community. Mm-hmm. So are there steps we are taking to engage local communities or undeserved regions to promote science literacy? Because I can remember, I know there's an ongoing scholarship application right now.
Yes,
so can you just let's just talk more about it.
Okay, so basically, yes, you also asked me if we're doing online programs. Now, chances are we're not too invested in online programs. It goes against what we stand for. Even though, yes, we can consider for some certain subjects if we can do that. But the bulk of anything lab has to be hands-on.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you want to do theory, I mean, basically you go to school. You get all of that in school. So our focus is taking theory to a practical level. Yeah, so I just wanted to clarify on the previous question you asked me. Now, there are options for certain fields that don't require you being in a lab, like bioinformatics, where you have to deal with data. But for other fields that require hands-on, there are no online, there's no plan, because it basically defeats everything we stand for, which is equipping people with the practical tools to solve problems. Then back to your question about being community-based. Yes, we are constantly pushing for partners to partner with us so that we can not just solve problems within our community, but educate the community, like give the people who come from the community the required tools to go back and make impacts wherever they desire to.
Yes.
So we're not just like trying to educate the community. We're trying to equip them. We're trying to get partners to help us get members of the community into our programs so that we can give them the required tools. So we just don't stay local champions where we are. So the point is, we're not just trying to transform our local community, we are also trying to have a huge impact in Nigeria. So yes, we have universities not just within the Southeast. We have universities all around that are trying to partner with us. And we are even going as far as providing on-site accommodation during training programs where people can come from far, and then we can accommodate specifically mostly students, where universities cannot provide hands-on trainings, hands-on experience, practical knowledge of what they're doing in the class. Then we can accommodate them, find a way to accommodate and give them that practical experience. So yes, we're all out to help our community and our country, basically. And we are basically essentially the only people doing this currently in the country.
Unfortunately, actually.
First of its kind. And our focus is that we can make as much of science practical as possible, specifically molecular biology.
All right. Of course, it wasn't all rosy, because I know there are challenges in preparation of these things. Can you just share some of the challenges faced in delivering the summer professional course and how were they addressed? Because when someone comes in and see what happened, they'll be like, it was all rosy, but they didn't know that it took a lot of sacrifice, a lot of tenacity to get it done.
Yes. Well, there are always loads of challenges, and just like generally in Nigeria specifically, when it comes to education, one of the foremost challenges is always finance. It's always the funding. It's always about getting money. So
all right, let's just pick this call and know. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. What's your name again? Sorry, I didn't get it.
Hello, good morning, sir. It's Favor from Anambra State.
Favor from Anambra. All right, Favor, you know the drill. Favor, this is Science Brainwave. So you pick randomly from questions 1 to 50, answer 5 correctly, and stand a chance of winning big. Remember, you have 2 seconds to answer each question. All right, shoot.
21.
It's been taken, Favor. You can pick another number.
23.
All right, 23.
okay, Favor, question 23. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The gas exchange surface in mammals is I'll take it again. The gas exchange surface in mammals is the A, trachea, B, bronchus, C, alveolus, D, the bronchiole.
Alveoli.
That is very correct.
All right, Favor, you got it right. You have 4 more to go. You can now pick.
27.
27 has been picked. Pick another.
Sorry, sir, I can't hear you.
27 has been picked. You can pick another.
30.
30 has been picked also.
35.
25. All right, 35. Did you say 35?
35.
Okay, 35.
Okay, Favor, question 35. Which of the following is a product of the complete combustion of hydrocarbons? Which of the following is a product of the complete combustion of hydrocarbons? A, carbon monoxide. B, carbon dioxide. C, sulfur dioxide. And D, nitrogen oxide.
Carbon dioxide.
That is absolutely correct, Favor.
All right, Favor, you have 3 more to go.
Favor, you can choose another one.
Choose another one.
25.
25.
Okay, question 25. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The type of skeleton found in earthworms is, I take it again, the type of skeleton found in earthworms is A, exoskeleton, B, endoskeleton, C. Hydrostatic skeleton.
Hydrostatic.
Hydrostatic skeleton is absolutely correct.
All right, Favor, you have 2 more to go. Favor, you heard this one, you know.
Thank you.
All right, 2 more to go.
40.
40 has been picked already.
41.
All right, 41.
Okay, question 41. Favor, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The empirical formula of a compound with the molecular formula C6H12O6 is, I'll take it again. The empirical formula of a compound with the molecular formula C6H12O6 is A. CH2O, B. C3H6O3, C. C2H4O2, or D. C6H12O6.
Sorry, please, can I get the question again?
The empirical formula of a compound with the molecular formula C6H12O6 is A. CH2O, B. C3H6O3, C. C2H4O2, D. C6H12O6.
A.
A is absolutely correct.
All right, Favor, you have the last questions to go. And before we wrap it up. The last question, pick the last.
49.
Question 49. Okay, Favor, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, question 49 says, the allotrope of carbon used in pencils is...
Sorry, sir, please come again.
The allotrope of carbon used in pencils is A. Diamond, B. Graphite, C. Charcoal, D. Soot.
Favor,
Sorry, sir, please repeat the option.
A. Diamond, B.
Soot.
Graphite, C. Charcoal, D. Soot.
2 seconds.
Graphite.
Graphite is absolutely correct.
All right, Favor, you got all the 5 questions correctly. Thank you so much. Congratulations. We'll get back to you. And have a beautiful Saturday. All right, thank you so much. All right, that will be our last call for the day. So let's wrap it up and then see the last week, and see how far we've come so far. Of course, we are talking about this summer professional program and how awesome it was, and we're dissecting all the nitty-gritties that made it what it is. So going forward, what opportunities do you see for DNALC in Nigeria to lead in science education innovation in Nigeria and Africa?
Okay, there are loads of opportunities. There are a lot of them. We're trying to get into secondary schools, which we've done in the past before, but we want to be more involved in science at the secondary school level. That's not theoretical science. Now, they have science school teachers for that. Practical knowledge, for them to see basic, simple experiments at the secondary level. We're trying to do even more partnership with universities. We know that some of our universities are underfunded, so they don't have the funding for labs. So we are offering our center as a place for them to come and learn things that they cannot be equipped with any underfunded state or federal university, or even a private university that does not have like the equipment, the exposure for people to be on that level scientifically. So yes, going forward in the future, there's so much room, and that is why we're building our new Science City Center. We have so many halls, we have so many labs, and we're trying to expand as much as we can so that people can experience science in the way it's meant to be, where Nigeria can begin to take the lead scientifically in Africa.
All right, and just as you know, and the takeaway from this is we are positioning ourselves to take the lead so that people will experience science the way it should be. And that is the much we can take this week on the Science Brainwave. Thank you so much, Mr. Victor.
Thank you for
always
having me.
awesome having you in the house. And of course, this is Science Brainwave powered by DNA Learning Center Nigeria, right here on 106.9 FM Go Unit Radio. Of course, it's been awesome having you, and see you same time next week. It's going to be great together. All right, time check is 12 o'clock, and it's time for Angelus.